thanks so much for stopping by my channel. This is Amy. Today I'm going to start off with my video showing you the results of one of the items that I applied frosted glass paint to yesterday using a Dynasty brush, and just showing you the finish, how it turned out, which I anticipated it would be nice and smooth. You do see a little streaks in it, but that's to be expected because that's just where more pigment is. Today I'm going to be doing just a quick painting on this little pad because I use these pieces of glass for my different videos, so I'm just doing part of the glass. If I were to actually be creating this piece for someone or for myself as a home decor piece, I would do the whole thing. But for the purpose of video, I just do part, video it, and then clean it off and go on. So I am going to be using a 3/4 inch flat brush. All these are one-stroke brushes. This is a 3/4 Scruffy Brush, and these are all, like I said, plaid one-stroke brushes, a number 12 flat brush, and a number 10 flat brush. Also be using a 1/4 inch Scruffy and my dotting stylus. Paints will be pure orange. Actually, skip this one. I was doing my sunflower a little bit differently, but I'm not going to actually be using that. Moon yellow, pale yellow, peridot, yellow ochre, cinnamon, and Thicket. All of these are folk art products. There's a mixture of multi-surface and just enamel, but they're all folk art products. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do, and this is how I start my sunflowers, is I start off by tapping in their centers. I know there's a variety of ways of doing this, but this is what I do. Alright, so I'm going to just pick a spot where I'm going to place my flower. And since this is just the purpose of the video is to show you how to paint the design on the frosted surface, there's really no rhyme or reason to where I'm placing it. I mean, you can think that out. More than likely, if you were painting this, you'd probably be painting more than just one sunflower. This design is actually just going to be one sunflower. And I rarely ever do just one flower, but I like the idea of this design just being one flower. I think it's pretty. So you can tap it in, work with your center. You're going to be revisiting it, so I wouldn't put too much time into it. I'm going to start with my number 12 flat brush. And I know that you cannot see my plate. I just don't have any formal, I mean, I know how to load it doing one stroke, but I just basically am tipping my brushes into the paint and then putting it on, and then I can side tip into, so I'm actually having 3 colors. So I really don't spend a whole lot of concentration time on how I'm loading my brush, because there are different techniques to doing this, but I'll be honest with you, I'm mainly dipping my brush, maybe blending it a couple little strokes, and continuing on. Sometimes I don't even blend it. And I like to do these strokes while the center is wet, because I really love pulling in some of the brown or the colors from the center. Now, you're going to see sunflowers a lot of times that are painted with just one row of petals. And that's primarily how I've painted mine for years. But in really taking a look at a sunflower, they often have other rows, other layers. And also when I'm painting mine, I like to turn my brushes in different directions so that they're really not going in the same direction all the way around like a pinwheel. And they can. I mean, if you want them to, that's not a problem. It's just for me, I like to feel like they're doing a little bit of something different. And then sometimes I don't vary them enough at all, really. Or you could pull them straighter out if you wanted to. On this one though, I am going to use my smaller, let me see if I can get this down a little bit, my smaller number 10 flat brush, and I'm going to kind of switch the colors up a little bit, and I'm putting in the Moon Yellow and Wicker White, and I don't think I said Wicker White. I am doing Wicker White also, sorry about that. Wicker White for my colors. And then touching in some of the pale yellow. And I will be going back over these, maybe trying to do a little bit of a smaller petal, maybe, coming out from the center. But I'll tell you one thing, when you're painting on this frosted glass, I mean, look just how nicely the coverage is. You know, typically if I were doing this without having this base coat, you know, I might not be getting near the coverage I am right now. I mean, seriously, it could be, you know, hey, I really need to go over it again, or, you know, be concerned about whether or not it's going to hold up. Now, of course, this isn't a drinking glass, so it's not as concerning as it would be if I were using this to drink out of. But I think it definitely gives a nice base to paint on. And I think with painting on glass, you want it to hold up, and this will, you know, make your paint thick enough where it will have good coverage and good durability. Okay, now what I typically do after I get done painting the leaves, or the petals I should say, I will go back over my sunflowers and tap back in the center, just covering up where I feel like it's going to look like, oh, like my petals, you know, just kind of came out of my center. When I paint back over it, gives it more of a natural look, if that makes sense. I am going to paint it like that. Put a little bit more brown in the bottom. Like I said, you can keep messing with them till you get it exactly the way you want it. I don't want to mess it up because I really like the way it is right now. Alright, so I'm going to stop right there. I will be revisiting it. The next thing I'm going to do is pick up my really big 3/4 inch flat brush, and I'm going to come to my greens. I may need to add some more Thicket here. And I do have to say, if you like your sunflowers with just one row of petals, awesome, not a problem. Then go, by all means, keep it at that. If you like to add more on, eventually I want to get to where I'm showing you movement, where it looks like your painted object has movement going on. Now on this, I'm going to paint with the lighter color on the outside of the design, and that's just purely because I think that with these color combinations that I have going on, that gives it a better look. Just see how nicely that flows. I just love it. Now I can come through here like that, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. And then I can come up here, and if you want to mark out your pieces with the V, so it kind of gives you a starting point, that's fine. Don't have to, but I know there's a lot of designs where you can actually do some markings so that you know exactly where you want to hit when you're painting the design. I'm just going to pull it over like that. Oh my goodness, I hope I've been on there. Alright, and with this design, it's kind of, the intention is to have it going off. Basically, it's not going to be symmetrical. It's going to be asymmetrical, and that's intentional. Alright, so then I am going to attempt to do maybe just a smaller one, and I could go down to a smaller brush size, but I don't really want to throw another brush into this, so we're just going to keep it like this. And then, so this is just a tad bit smaller, not a lot, just a little bit. And, oops, I don't want to stick it. I did. I stuck my finger in there, dagnabbit. Alright, now I could leave it like this, or if I wanted to just do just kind of a little bit of a smaller leaf here. I'm going to do that too. Fill it in like that. Very pretty. Just one-sided to fit into my area that I have the frost on. Now I'm going to take my stylus, dotting stylus, and just put some white dots ever so, I don't know, thickly, shortly, fatly, widely, however you want them to be on your piece. However you want them to be. See, with it frosted, I can actually put it there and it looks fine. And I'm just going to keep it just right over here. Like I said, you can do, my dots have a little bit of yellow in them, that's fine, not a problem. Then I'm going to take my little Scruffy, my little 1/4 inch, hit it into the pale yellow, and I'm just sticking the whole thing in, and I am going to come here. Now this one makes me feel like it's going that direction, so I'm actually going to just hit this with the Scruffy and go like that. And I think that's perfect. Now, if you want to do dots, you can do dots to show that. It's up to you. I like it just the way it is. I think it's pretty. Even I stuck my finger up here. It makes me angry. Yeah, just don't do that part. You'll be good. You'll be good to go if you don't stick your finger in your work. Alright, I hope you like this. If you do, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Notifies you whenever I post something new. And once you view this video, when you're finished, hit that share button underneath the video. That will allow you to share it on your social network with all your family and friends. I would certainly appreciate it, and thanks so much for stopping by and viewing my video. And until the next time, you have a good one.